Here is the squad. I'm taking to Surrey tomorrow. The last time I fought Tom was in Bournemouth, so these are all the changes I've made to these robots since Bournemouth. Okay, first up, Bishop. I haven't made any real changes to his drive. His Omni wheels have been working much better since I've rebalanced his weight. The only thing I have changed is this hammer ending. Now it's just a solid, like, lift arm ending, much better than the tyres I was using. So hopefully that's going to do a lot more damage. Next up is Sneaky. It's kind of the opposite of Bishop, really. I've kept the weapon exactly the same because that's been working really, really nicely. I've changed the self-righting arm so he kind of rolls over a lot faster and a lot better now. But the biggest change is I've changed the motor positions. So I've moved the motors from here to here, so it means instead of being front-wheel drive with the wheels at the front, I've got the wheels at the back like most robots are. I tried to do front-wheel drive, it just didn't work. Hoping Sneaky's going to do a lot better in tomorrow's fighting. I think he's really, really improved. And the monster that is Cadwallader. So he did really, really well in Robo Nerd. I was really happy watching him like race around, pull robots' arms off, push them in the pits. Really, really lovely. I did realise though he just doesn't need that kind of speed, so I've decided to change his motor gearing for the wheels. Instead of 1-to-1, it's now 3-to-1, so it's going to be a lot slower but a lot heavier on the pushing. I just think as a control bot he doesn't need to go that fast. It's fun and all, but I think I'm expecting him to do like a lot more pushing rather than a lot more racing this time. Okay, the Ice Climbers, they did really, really well at Robo Nerd as well. Only problems they had were with the hammerheads. They kind of fell apart, so I've put a lift arm that kind of braces it across now. And also I'm kind of calling these their rocket hammers because they're kind of much longer and thinner, but it means that they can hit a bit harder because they're a bit heavier, but also allows them to self-right more because there was that angle where they're on their back so they can't push themselves, but that allows that now. So yeah, I think I've got rid of most of the problems of the Ice Climbers. I think they're nearly there. Ares has been on absolute fire recently. It's been doing incredibly well. I haven't really changed Ares at all, but I've used him as inspiration along with Andrew Harvey's fantastic pneumatic designs to create Calibos. Calibos I am really, really happy with. I've posted quite a few videos recently about him. I think the lift arm works really nicely, his drive's really, really fast. I've kind of miniaturised the pumping system at the back, and I've got a nice little kind of cage that protects the electronics and kind of holds the motor in place, and the two are balanced either side quite nicely, so it's quite speedy. I've decided to give it more reach. Kind of when I was against Pegasus in Robo Nerd, Ares kind of slightly bigger reach kind of felt like a bit of an advantage I wanted to see if I could exploit. So this time Calibos has got a lot longer front piece, and then these forks that stay on the ground, so you can kind of still plant yourself and try to transfer as much energy as you can to the opposing robot. So very, very excited to see how Calibos does tomorrow. And then Beaky, basically perfect. Don't change.